welcome to another episode of the Lords of Lobang. We are the #1 podcast in Singapore and Southeast Asia. And if you listen to our Breaking Wind, our brand new Breaking Wind episode, we are the #1 podcast in Indonesia as well.
Why didn't we steal the whole thing and just say some say Batam?
No, because we don't copyright.
Why restrict ourselves to Batam?
Yeah, whole of Indonesia.
Whole of Indonesia.
Yeah,
Bali.
especially the forested parts of Indonesia where they cut down the trees and they burn it.
The biggest country in Southeast Asia.
You mean the one that haven't burnt?
The most populous country in Southeast Asia as well.
Yeah, and the group of people that really love us are the ones that do not eat pork.
You mean the Jews?
Yeah, if they're still alive in Indonesia, maybe they might like us.
Wait,
Is there a revision of history?
Hold on.
I don't think there was a I don't think there was a Holocaust in Indonesia, was there? Or
No.
did they just not allow Jews?
There were
there?
racial riots lah. In the 60s, right, when Suharto and Suharno, the Suharto, the change of power.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a massive riot.
And then when Suharto was deposed, it was 97, and that was the next riots.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was pretty recent though.
Yeah.
We were what, 10? I was 10.
97.
We were in primary school.
Yeah, primary school.
Yeah.
Hong Kong
That
just
happened.
Hong
But
Kong-
luckily
Hong Kong,
we are
Hong Kong
here
just
in
went back
Singapore,
to China.
where everything is peace and quiet. And we are sheltered from trials and tribulations of the rest from the rest of the world.
Physical trials lah.
Yeah.
But apparently the virtual ones not so much.
The virtual ones, no. Virtual
Yeah.
ones affect anyone everywhere.
Yeah, no, because I don't know how many. I cannot remember what's the number exactly, but a lot of people have just lost their life savings
Yeah.
Oh shit!
to a scam,
Right.
an OCBC
I
scam.
was just about to tell you guys that actually, like, this morning, when just before you guys came, I checked my bank account and suddenly there was like $13 million in my bank account. I don't know where that came from. Yeah.
That's
How-
not what that matters. It's not where it came from. It's what you're gonna do with it.
Oh, am I going to do with it? Oh,
That's
okay.
the more
It
important
came from
part.
this UK bank account. This, yeah,
It
it,
doesn't-
it looks a bit dubious. I feel like I should call DBS.
Let me just
But-
say something else. It doesn't matter where
Yeah.
it comes from. So what matters what, you're
what
gonna
we
do
do
with
about it. Yeah.
Are you gonna give it back? Or are you gonna give it back?
No, if it's in my bank account, it's mine. Right? Finders keepers.
Losers weep us.
But I think
The-
Josie,
the-
you should do the right thing and give it back.
Give it back.
Give it back to me.
that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like apparently.
Hey, for all those of you who are listening to this, you think that, well, I'm the hacker. No, I won it through NFT. Someone bought my NFT of my asshole taking a massive dump on a porcelain plate in my living room.
Yeah.
And I sold it for $30 million, and someone bought it.
What was
So,
the name for
I'm
it?
rich.
Shitting on class, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No.
Shitting on class.
The
Not
NFT is called the True Lobang.
Yes.
My spread open
No,
butt cheeks.
it is actually lobang. Then the colon shitting on class. NFT.
Yeah.
Sold for $13 million.
Exactly.
Bought by UK.
Some
patron.
UK banker, I think. I don't know.
A UK group.
Or whoever. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, we don't know where this attack came from, but a group of hackers, I would assume, managed to clone the OCBC. Let's not get sued for no reason. OCBC website, and then proceeded to send out phony SMSs.
Phishing SMSs.
Phishing SMSs
Yeah.
to unsuspecting victims who, once they click on the link, they will be sent to this cloned website.
Yeah.
They would mistakenly enter their
Log in
username
and password and whatever.
things, and then the hackers proceed to use that one and probably log in and apply for something called a one token, if I'm not wrong, which would help them bypass the OTP.
Was that mentioned in the article though? The one token
I'm not
shit?
sure. I read it somewhere, but I think they use, because in order to make transfers on or withdrawals from your accounts, usually even when you log in, right, when you click on it, you will have to use either your token or there'll be an OTP sent to your phone.
Correct.
So my guess is that they use this they use the phishing scam to get your details and then maybe use those details to apply for one token using their
Right.
phone or something. And then now they would within that time span they would use that little gadget and withdraw your money. But they will also block you from your account. And I think that's why those people found that they couldn't access their account, so they called in OCBC. And now the issue here is that they had to wait.
Yeah.
Most of the people that were
15
affected
to
by
20 minute wait, right?
they had to
on
wait.
the
And they
fucking
said,
customer service
and
hotline.
they said while they were waiting, money was being withdrawn from their
Oh.
account. First,
Yeah.
their limits were raised.
Right.
And you're like, oh shit, I'm not doing this. I'm going to call in and ask them to cancel it. And they had to wait so long while all this was happening. So the limits were raised, and then money started being withdrawn from their
Yeah.
account.
It's like your house is burning on fire, and then you're waiting for the fire engine to come. And as you're waiting, like thieves just run into your house and then steal like everything valuable. While beating you, while as they run out from the house holding like jewelry, they beat you with a stick on the head.
But actually, this is worse, lah.
And then,
This is worse
yeah.
because if it's a house fire, right, you
Yeah.
can only call the fire department,
Right.
right, the firefighters, and they would have to send them there.
Yeah.
But in this case, right,
Yeah.
you
It's-
can actually stop the shit from happening.
Yeah.
Do you know what's worse, Stephen? If hackers were to hack into my account, they have nothing to steal.
Hey, no, that's the reason why they
We still got
sold.
13 million, right?
Yeah. That's why they put the money in.
I think if hackers were to hack into my OCBC account, they'd be like, "Fuck, let's just give him some money, lah."
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy has nothing. Yeah.
Well, no, they won't make it so easy. They'll send you an SMS, but it's not a phishing scam. They'll ask you, will you want to join us or not?
Yeah. Do you want to join us?
Yeah.
We'll give you allowance.
Yeah, you don't want to join
Actually,
us.
the more I think about it, right, I have a feeling that those people who have lost money, right, might not be really transparent with what transpired.
Right.
What do you think will happen? What do you
Ooh.
think happened?
Interesting,
I
interesting.
think they might have actually given more info out than they actually are admitting to.
I see. They,
Yeah.
they might have some form of correspondence with the hacking group.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Or-
saying that like at the surface level of it, right?
Right.
Like we don't know what they clicked on. Right?
Yeah.
So like if they clicked on something and they thought that it leads us to our bank.
No, it leads to the OCBC website,
Yeah.
which looked legit. So
Legit
they
lah.
keyed in all the required
Yeah.
stuff, and they got when they keyed it in, I think it either didn't log them in, and later when they tried to log in, like they go back and they tried to log into their proper one, it logged them out. Because you know what the first thing the hackers would do? They would use your proper code,
And then change your password.
and they will either change your password. But even when changing your password, usually I'm not sure lah, but usually banks will ask for your OTP.
Correct.
Yeah. Or they will change.
Does anyone here have OCBC account?
Yeah, I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Do you use their like internet banking shit?
Yeah.
And what's the procedure to log in?
Login page and then username and password.
Okay, then after that,
Then you go in. If you want to do any transaction, there will be a OTP to my phone number, to my phone lah.
okay, so you
6-digit
can log
OTP.
in
Yeah.
with no problems lah.
Yeah.
So unless you want to carry out any transactions, pay something,
Correct,
pay bills
yep.
or what, then they'll
Or increase limit as well. You have to
transfer
yeah.
limits,
Transfer limit, yeah.
withdrawal limits, and all this kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the funky thing. So as soon as they entered, they would have changed the password.
Yeah, but don't you? If you're, is it
But
a
if
bank
you're going to
account?
change password, right? I think
You still need an OTP.
there should be an OTP as well.
And there should be a email thread that's being sent to you for you to confirm that it's you, though.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so there
So
was
how they
there
bypass
was
it?
this one thing where instead of doing that, instead of changing the password, once they got your login process, they applied for something called one token. I think the hackers used to apply for something to help them bypass the OTP later on. So they applied it under maybe their own clone phone number.
Phone number.
And
But if it's
and-
not a registered phone number,
yeah,
you
and then,
can't
and
you
then
can't do
later
that,
on
right?
they did something lah. They would have to do something in order to do all the stuff. Like if OCBC has the same protection in place as most other banks, it shouldn't have been possible.
Yeah.
It's just that now it's either there's a flaw in the OCBC system that the hackers made use of to bypass all this thing. That's why all they needed was the victim's name and password. That's why they can bypass all the OTP stuff. That's why the victims themselves are wondering, hey, how is this possible?
Yeah.
I thought there are things in place to prevent this, even if I lose my stuff. And then now they're also taking issue with the fact that there was such a huge delay in responding to it, and also now the nonchalance in like
And
you
I
did
think-
it yourself.
Yeah.
And also I think most of them were saying that, hey, we are not stupid to click on random links, but the links that were sent to us was on the official OCBC
Yeah, it
channel.
looked kind of
It
official.
was in the same SMS thread, if I'm not wrong, from the
and
article.
they cloned the
Yeah.
website pretty.
Yeah, so some of them were
recently.
saying like, hey, you know, this came that this shows that your communication system has been compromised, right? Because I'm they are saying like I'm in the mid-30s, you know.
Yeah, they're young. They're not like
they're
old.
not dumb lah.
Yeah.
They're not old.
So
or,
the two examples that were given were couple and then a lady, right?
Yeah.
So the couple lost like 30 plus K or 27,000 or some shit like
and
that.
then one couple lost 120,000.
That one lady lost 100,000.
One couple lost $120,000.
Oh, 120,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how I consider myself successful? When a hacker want to hack to my account and steal my money. Then I think I'll consider like, hey, I think I made it in life.
But then it sounds like really weird, right? Like how like are these people just like blanketly being given been receiving all these SMSs? Like how so these hackers like how did they get access to all this information?
So what they're saying is that they target high net worth individuals.
yeah, but
So they can change their transfer limit higher without flagging the bank account.
No, because
Without flagging the bank.
so
they one of them they changed from 5,000 or 10,000 to 50K.
yeah, so this
So,
this is the one
yeah.
where this is the thing I read before. So this 36-year-old lady said her husband has realized that may have been a victim of a phishing scam. So he probably clicked and then went to a website, signed it in, and then probably, hey shit, I'm not logging in. Oh shit, the website looks a bit funky. Oh, what's going on now? I've been locked out of my not say locked out of his account lah. Probably they did something to make sure he cannot log into his account already. Later on, he received an SMS notification that his one token had been activated. So this is the part that gets me. Somehow the hackers managed to get into his account and activate a one token account. Demons, your theory that they might have done more than they let on would be somehow the hackers got him to give an OTP one time.
yeah.
Like get him to give send in the OTP at one point. Please confirm your OTP at this point. So he keyed in again. They used that one to help activate one token, and then that completely bypass
Yeah.
because one token is like a online, like your online token,
Digital token
a
lah.
digital
Right.
token.
Yeah.
So once he got that one, they basically they already have your account.
Correct. Because now you don't need the OTP anymore, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So you have the approval
So
shit
then
on
another-
your
two-
own device
Yeah,
or
2
whatever.
hours later, suddenly first thing is 5,000 to 50,000.
Yeah, this is the guy.
Next
yeah.
one $15,000 withdrawn.
Withdrawn.
Then
Yeah.
$2,400 withdrawn.
Yeah.
And they were on the hotline desperately trying to get through, but they kept them on hold.
Why 15,000 withdrawn and then another 2,000? Doesn't make sense.
Spending. It could
Yeah.
be.
Why don't you just withdraw 17,000
instead of
in total?
withdrawing,
Yeah.
they purchased. Because instead of withdrawing to an account which people can trace, you purchase using this account, and now it goes through lines. Like they
They purchase a product.
they may have purchased a product using this one, and the transfers happen through. I don't know. I'm not a hacker.
Yeah, but
If I give
No,
away
but-
too many things, they might
but the thing is that like how transferring would leave a trail.
Right.
Every banking transaction, right, leaves a trail.
Yeah.
yeah. So the thing is that
so the thing is
instead
that
of transferring it to a known account, they could have transferred specific amount to maybe a legit business, and then that I don't know lah. It is weird to transfer 15,718.
like the more we speak about this, right,
Yeah.
it becomes a little bit fishy
Mm.
because DBS has had its problems as well,
Yeah.
but the problems were really well defined. So if you go back and look up like articles where DBS, like people have been reporting that shit, I got scammed, like phishing scams happen, and those people who got scammed, right, usually they were older people,
Right. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
who got somehow like suckered into giving away the OTP, their account details, or just transfer this amount to here, that, and they did it thinking that it's legit. I need to pay for this shit, that shit. That makes sense. This one, right, really doesn't make sense because the people, like, according to like Mothership and like Mothership wrote the article where they did not actually mention the actual person's name or nothing like that. All of the people, right, all to hide their identity, we have not real name.
Right.
So it's like a little bit funky. And on my way here to the studio, I saw an article on Straits Times saying it's about time that banks move to biometrics.
Right.
Biometric system to change the way banking works and all this kind of shit lah.
Right. Right.
And it's funny because all these systems were put in place to get rid of all this shit.
Mm.
Yeah. So
like all of a sudden, and this only affects one bank.
Mm. How does biometric system work though on internet banking?
No, so it's like
Like,
how we
you have to
use
scan
our like the POSB and DBS apps lah. So
Right.
you like Apple phones have like the Face ID shit,
Face
right?
recognition.
Yeah, so you use that to log in.
Right.
And once you use that to log in, then you have access to almost everything on your account,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? And then the next level is the approval shit, the digital token shit lah.
Yeah.
So you want to do something, you use that. But actually with Face ID, you can pay like credit card payments, you can make transfers, you can make pay now payments and all, right, without anything.
yeah, but
Just by your face.
Just by your face.
Can the AI understand whether the person is passed out or not?
passed out or
What if you're passed out drunk and then someone use your phone
maybe
and then purchase
they'll
and then
detect whether
scan?
your eyes
Could-
are open or closed.
I think that is a loophole lah.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah, but the thing is that it is already like happening,
Right. Right.
right? So
Yeah.
with the DBS app, POSB app, you can do all these things
Yeah.
just with your face.
Yeah.
If I log into my app, right, and if I want to make pay transfers, all I need is my Face ID. That's it. Or if I don't, I'm not sure. Actually, even if I log in, like my Face ID doesn't work, I log in,
Mm-hmm.
I can make a pay now transfer without OTP.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, you do you need OTP to make a pay now transfer? I don't think so.
No.
You don't need.
No. Pay now, no. Pay now, no.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pay now,
Right,
Pay now.
so-
but pay now is capped lah. To
pay
certain
now is
amount.
capped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
certain
pay now
amount,
is capped. But then you think about it, like payments and all, also no OTP actually.
Yeah. that's
Because
true.
I helped my dad like make his credit card payments from time to time, right?
Yeah.
And it actually doesn't ask for OTP.
Yeah, because a lot of the payments are tagged to your physical phone, and a physical phone is tagged to your biometric thumbprint. So the moment you scan your thumbprint, right, the phone will identify that this person is the owner of the phone, validate the transaction,
And
then
this phone has been registered to this
has
account.
been registered. Yeah. So yeah, we come a long way lah since like, but I guess there's the good thing as well. You don't have to carry a secondary token, keep pressing the button and then keying the stupid thing into the phone. You know, I guess it's convenience sake. It has become a.
It starts off as
And then
convenience,
you look
right?
at OCBC and then this shit happened and then you start questioning.
You see, Josie, like all this kind of shit, right? It usually starts off as you introduce it as convenience,
Yeah.
and then we get used to it, and then we're like, hey, it's damn fucking easy, like
Yeah.
just use that, like fucking face recognition, thumbprint, and all, damn easy, what?
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, see, now you're cutting away. If the move is going to be that, and from the release of the article, right, I feel that it seems like there's a push for it, lah.
Mm.
And everything is being rushed, like the technological advancement, right, is being rushed.
Right.
So now you're going to cut away the old folks, lah.
Oh,
Literally,
I see. Yeah.
Literally, you're going to cut away the old folks, right?
But the physical token is still in play though, right?
No.
Oh, it phased out already.
DBS phased out the physical token, right? Your
Right.
physical token won't work.
Yeah, they replaced it to either your phone
Or the digital token.
or the digital token. Yeah.
I mean, again, at some point,
Okay.
someone who can't use the QR code to scan the fucking food menu on the table, at some point you'll be like, fuck off. Your time is done.
No, but you see, what is the problem with
You
having
serve
a
in
physical
World War
menu?
II. You fought the Japanese. You failed though. You failed fighting the Japanese to invade Singapore. Thank you for your service. Please leave. Now it's time for the 21st
Wait,
century.
Josie, you got the history wrong.
Yeah,
The British were supposed to fight off the.
I know, but they left. So
No,
Just-
they left way later.
Yeah.
no, but they're
The Singaporeans were not meant to. They were not conscripts. They were not meant to fight at
No,
all.
there was this. Oh shit, I can't remember. There was this guy who fought. Who had a platoon or unit fighting in Potong Pasir, some hill or something.
Those were all
Defend-
after the Japanese came in.
Yeah. They were trying to defend like this part of the
Yeah,
hill or something.
because
yeah.
they were like fuck lah. The white fella never do
Yeah.
anything, just
Yeah.
fucking all humchi.
So I mean,
Yeah,
and we don't know his name.
So now
you were the one who
now
brought
you
that
want
lah.
now you want to cast them down because they don't know how to use a fucking QR scanner.
Yeah, it's time.
No.
It's time. It's
No,
time.
I don't believe so. I believe when you move everything to a digital format, you present that opportunity
For it.
for hackers to pounce
No,
on.
I'm saying that this opportunity, this instances might have been to like it might have happened or it might have been allowed to happen
Yeah. A
to
lot.
accelerate the change
So,
into the
Not
digital
not
sphere.
even so far fetched as that, but some people are saying that it might be inside job.
Could do.
Yeah, because
How did these fellas
Yeah.
know like
the
all these-
OCBC
yeah.
like SMS like fucking
that is
system,
one.
no, yeah.
And the people who lost their money all had so much money. All
Yeah.
were like high net worth
So-
individuals, right? So how did you have access to all these people?
So some of it is like maybe one of the top rank, not say top ranking, but someone working in OCBC in the securities department was compromised, or is part of a hackers group and then decided, hey, let's cash out, fuck it, let's get some money, send it to the UK, fuck off. You know, could be. That's not very far fetched though. Looking at it, yeah,
Well,
it could be an inside job.
it's difficult
Yeah.
on both ends. Even for the
Yeah.
bank side, even for all this scam stuff, right? The bank also has to approach it, looking at it. Are we being scammed? Like the thing is that
yeah.
like
Yeah.
for the banker side, they need to verify that these people actually lost their money in that sense, or did they just apply for stuff they don't want, and
Yeah, and the most hilarious part of it is OCBC's response. They
so-
were like, yeah, I'm sorry, you lost your money, make a police phone call.
Yeah.
Don't click on any unnecessary links, okay?
Yes.
Don't click on any suspicious links.
Yeah, they feel that what indemnifies them is actually the warnings that they set out beforehand.
So
Yeah,
basically,
all
their
banks do
official response was pushing the blame to the individual who
Yes,
clicked on the links.
Yeah.
Your fault. We are trying our
No,
best to help you.
I
Good
think that's the main strategy for most banks.
No,
they-
but the in the article, right? According to the article, of course, someone is saying that they went to DBS to speak.
OCBC.
No.
another one.
After their OCBC was hacked, they went to DBS to check on the account. Immediately, they were within a couple of minutes. They were talking to a RM, relationship manager. Yeah, and they were checking, say, okay, your account is safe. We're doing all the necessary checks, everything. So there was a face-to-face personal touch
Yeah.
in that sense from DBS Bank, but they received none of it from OCBC. Like a lot of them called in to the hotline. They had to wait like 20 or 30 minutes.
They received the digital middle finger. lah.
Yeah, they went. Some of them actually went down to the bank, and then they will say, "Hey, fill up this form, and then we'll look into
It's
it."
a lot of money, lah. It's a
So-
lot of money for them to lose. So I think
Yeah.
OCBC's response to it was more. It was a bit maybe too lackluster.
Yeah, I don't
And that's
know.
what
It's not-
that's what tickled them because they lost a lot of money, and OCBC's response was like, "It's your fault."
Yeah, we'll look into it. Good luck. See you next week. That kind of shit. It's like, dude. I mean, come on.
It's one of the things because there's so many people, so many. As
Yeah,
in
but
they have got so many
You
customers.
should
so
have a crisis line. You should have a crisis like SOP, right?
yeah.
In case this happens, what do you do
Or
next
they
steps?
should have a task force set up to try to take down most of these clone websites as soon
Yeah.
as they pop up.
Exactly.
Especially any website that uses their OCBC name within their address.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, I think they did do. That's why most of the bank sites now they give you addresses. POSB also says that please look out for address. Look at your address bar before you key in anything into your
Yeah.
account.
You should look at the left-hand side of your address bar. It should be a green lock.
Sometimes
Right.
the green
To
lock
be-
can
to
be
show a secure.
the green lock can be mimicked. So always look
Oh.
at the address bar
Right.
and look at the words inside. Like sometimes there's a misplaced alphabet.
Yeah,
or
it should
something.
be dbs.com.sg.
Yeah, something like that.
Slash
They will say
whatever,
before you
yeah.
enter it, but in this day and age, all of us are very quick. So you go into the website, it looks legit. We just
Yeah.
key in our stuff.
For me personally, I don't click on anything, on any links that's been sent to me but on SMS.
Yeah.
I don't
now,
click on any
no,
links.
no, now,
The,
now it's a bit fishy,
the only
everything.
links I clicked on is on my email, and those are the links that, let's say I have a
And
parcel.
links we sent you lah.
Oh, of course.
'Cause
I double click on those
Yeah,
in
double
a
click.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unless I'm waiting for a parcel and then like the company
Yeah.
send me say, hey, your parcel's arriving. Yeah, those are the things that you know is legit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to lose that much, I can understand. I can understand the victim's side, because you lose that much in one go. You see so much money leaving your account for no reason. You tend to panic. You tend
Of
to just
course.
go into
Yeah.
other things.
100,000
And-
is not a small bit of money.
Yeah, and then you always also, I mean, in that state, right, you expect rapid response.
And-
So maybe,
yeah.
maybe they should
You know-
set up a specific hotline
Yeah.
just for this.
You know what's the interesting thing? What account they lose money from? Is it from the private account? Is it from the... I'm not sure, like... DBS have the private account, the treasures account, and whatsoever. I'm not sure if OCBC has... They probably the same thing, but maybe a different name. But is it from the normal account? Is it from the private banking account? Is it
No.
from...
Okay, so
Interesting
yeah,
though.
we can't speak for, I don't know, OCBC, but DBS usually you have like a savings account, checking account,
Yeah.
and you can have like a multi-currency account lah if you're a high net worth individual.
Right.
So with all of this, right, most likely these came out from savings account lah.
The
Right.
lowest tier, I would say, right? The
Yeah, the
normal tier that anyone else can just get a account in.
Wait, so including to fake. What did it say?
So it's highly likely that because we did say that OTPs are the two-factor authorization, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
2FA.
in order for them to do anything on your account, like you said, when you log in, even when you log into your Face account, all you're able to do, even when you log in with your PIN and your name, right, is to get into your account and look only. You can look at your at your balances, you can look at anything, but you cannot apply.
Hey, but here's the thing though. When I
No. When you went out, we were talking about it. You can pay now without 2FA.
No, but the thing is that pay now to a certain limit.
To
To
a certain-
increase that limit or to do anything
If you
else,
use the Digibank app, right, you can make credit card payments without 2FA.
but that's your Digibank app, right? Because
Yes.
because that means you authorize your phone as an online
Correct,
token.
but if you... So now I don't know if that one token thing...
No. What they said is, in order to apply for one token, in order to do transactions, you notice if you log into your account right now, right?
Yeah.
When you want to do any other transaction, right, they require you to authenticate.
Yes.
So you will either have a OTP on your phone
Yeah.
or a digital token,
And-
which is also on your phone.
and-
So without those things, right, you cannot do anything.
Yeah. And also
so
you realize
that's what
that
they're saying. That
if you're overseas or use a different IP address on your laptop and you log into your account, right, you receive an email saying that you've accessed your
Yeah.
account
Correct.
on this IP address.
So-
Are you the one who...
yeah. So
So has these people been receiving those kind of notifications on the...
the what OCBC is saying is that it doesn't make sense. You could have given away your they most likely they're saying that you've been duped. They somehow have been duped to be not only keying at the credentials, bank account, but they have also been they sent the OTP.
Yeah, which was one of the things I said earlier lah.
They sent it.
Yeah.
It could have been that one.
Could have been...
Because
yeah.
once if they admit to giving that part, right,
Mm.
I think it might indemnify the bank. It might put
Yeah,
all
yeah.
things
Yeah.
off.
So
because
that
the bank gave you those protection. If you give that one, right, they cannot protect you anymore.
Correct.
Now it boils down to the insurance. It's not something someone who's been scammed wants to hear, because there's a lot of money.
Correct.
Yeah, but I mean, the main issue now is the slow response.
Yes.
Because if the response has been quicker,
No, but
they
if
could have stopped it.
if they gave away the OTP in the first place, then the slow response, it could have like
The slow response still not justified.
Not-
Slow response
yeah.
becomes like you damn chibai lah.
No, but the
Like-
slow response is like rubbing salt into wounds lah.
Correct. So the slow response was more like shit lah. You could have prevented it. Yes, I gave away all that shit. I might have made all that mistakes. But you know how you know how it is lah. It's just that
Yeah.
slow response is salt and wounds lah. And now all you have to latch on is that lah.
Mm.
It's you really want to say whose fault it is? Of course, it's the hackers' fault.
Mm.
Of course, it's the hackers. These are the people who are criminals. Then they want and they want to break you lah. But the slow response is horrible lah.
It sounds a little bit weird, right? Like because like I've got first-hand experience of like credit card fraud.
Yeah.
Right? So like, I got a SMS saying that this amount has been charged to your card. So immediately I was like, what the fuck?
You can never tell because it gets more sophisticated.
Yeah, but
Hackers can find-
immediately, right, I called the bank, and the bank was like, okay, we'll immediately take action.
yeah.
We'll stop whatever shit. Your account for now, you won't be able to use like until like a certain time. I said, okay, that's fine. And they acted immediately.
No, but this could be a case where the hackers could have timed it. The most busiest period, they could have called in, checked when is the busiest period for the banks to respond. They realized that this period it takes about 20-30 minutes for a bank to respond to a call, because there are lots of people calling in. So they chose that moment to send the SMS and strike. They could have sent out the SMS, and whoever responds, because you can send it out to 100,000 people, you only need 15 people to.
Yeah,
You only
but that's where I get skeptical, right? Like, you see the amount that you at first, right?
8.9. So it's 100,000.
Initially, right? Like few articles said 1.3 million or some shit like that, but then
it's 8.9.
yeah, it's 8.9 million, and most of the people who got affected were all high net worth or people who had like money like
8.5, sorry.
8.5, but they had good amounts.
469 OCBCs.
Yes. So even if you like divide 8.5 mil with amongst the 65 among them, right? That's still a good amount of money per person.
$17,000 per person.
Yeah.
No, but
and
the thing is that it doesn't have 493 people. It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of
But you
people.
imagine how many SMSs were sent out. The hackers could have sent out 100,000.
Could have.
If out of 100,000, only 493 responded.
And another thing, how did they get access to all these numbers?
The thing is, numbers like that, right? Everywhere. My number is probably out there a lot because we keep getting +65.
No,
calls.
but how do they know that you are OCBC client?
They try. No, okay. The thing is,
because it gets specific, right?
That's
it
the
gets
thing.
specific.
So that's the thing. They could have tried all banks. We don't know the process, the hackers process.
No, that's where you have to call into question. Like
Yeah.
you see, I have never received a fucking scam SMS or anything like that.
So
saying that
they would need to
you
know,
have an account.
So the first thing the hackers did was probably attack the OCBC database. In a sense, they would have had to attack the OCBC's database list of clients' name on the OCBC's database. So that's one attack there. So that's the one that people can focus on. Was OCBC, was there a crack in their security? That's the one thing where if OCBC is found guilty of that, right, they can be held responsible somewhat.
Oh, definitely.
For that breach.
They should be.
So
because that seems highly likely.
Yeah, so
now,
once that one is attacked, right, then the whole dissemination happened. Then out of that, right, everyone, it's an attack on numbers lah. They attacked 100,000 people, then now they got 493. And the thing is, hacking now has gotten more sophisticated. Like you see the SMS looks legit. They click on it, the website looks legit. So
I don't think it's hacking actually.
Then
it's
phishing is part of hacking.
No, but it's usually setting traps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you set traps, and if someone bites the
yeah, but they would have to set up all these things. These ones are all common practice for hackers to do. They set up a clone website, then they set up a link to that website, then they send the link out. The person clicks, goes to the website, and signs in. What they're counting on is complacency. Cause even for someone like me, right, when you go, you just don't think about it and in that moment. So banks now send out, usually before you even go to the website, they'll send you a link, say, please look at the address bar. But now hackers know that they do that, right? They can set up a warning thing that shows you a wrong address. Then they set it up to look at the like what they wanted to see. They can do a lot of things, and they prey on our complacency in that sense.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want, so it affects us, and they go in. Now the onus on the bank side is to put in security measures to prevent Like even if you log into a fake website, right, there's this other thing that's independent of it, which is the OTP. And if you give away the OTP, right, that one is the one that on the bank side they say like this, it's all that we can do. But what they're more worried about is that on the bank's side again, is the hackers might have like said got into their database to detect who is the ones they should be sending out these SMSs to. I don't know whether that's the case or they just blank fire everyone. You might not even be an OCBC client, but you see, if you're not an OCBC client, right, you will look at the SMS and you just
no, exactly. That's the thing. Like every scam call that I've had, right?
Yeah.
The fella has been very, very specific that your DBS bank account has been locked.
Yeah.
The fella has never said your UOB, your OCBC, your Standard Chartered, your fucking Citibank.
Wait, you actually got a scam call where the person spoke English?
Yeah, but with a thick Indian accent.
I never had that, dude.
Is it?
It's always like a
and it's always
robotic
on,
voice.
It's always on WhatsApp. No, the robotic voice is like the +65.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is usually on like WhatsApp, or last time it was Viber.
The ones I get on WhatsApp is usually like, hey, if you want to make a loan, text this number.
Oh no, that one I get SMS.
Yeah.
I get an SMS.
I get a lot of those, yeah.
One I get is hey landlord. And then it signs off as saying some random name and then prop next.
Prop next.
Yeah, but it's bullshit lah.
That one's a spam lah.
Yeah, it's just spam lah.
It's to see who they get lucky with. I think most of the time it gets lucky with. So the other thing I was going to say is that maybe it's not directed. Maybe it's they just send out 1 million SMSs, and then out of 1 million they're hoping to hit 10,000 OCBC customers, and out of the 10,000 is they're hoping to hit 1,000.
1,000 people fall for it lah.
Fall for it, and then from then
all,
they just
all over
draw.
the world.
We just make quick calculate 8.5 million.
Yeah.
Out of 493 people, they needed to scam them each of at least $17,000. So the couple was already with the what was withdrawn was 15,000 and then 2,400, which falls into that range.
Yeah.
So out of this group, they only had to be scammed out of $17,000, but some of them said 120, 100,000, $50,000. So the amount ranges lah. I don't know what goes on. It depends on who the scammer gets. It could be that they didn't have any database. They just hit whoever they could get and withdraw whatever they could do from that amount.
Could be, yeah.
Could be lah. It's just sad that it had to happen to them now, because these are hardworking individuals. When who the scammers could have done better with attacking is the guy who runs OCBC.
Yeah, we're assuming they are hardworking lah. They could be fucking crypto nutheads selling NFTs. Then they deserve to be scammed.
Deserve to be
They deserve to be scammed.
We've spoken about NFTs, but in order to know more about that,
you have to listen. You have to log into patreon.com/lots of lobang
to cure your curiosity.
And you only have to pay $2 a month. That's not a scam. That's too little to scam. If you want to scam you, we'll ask you for $20 a month.
We could be smarter than that.
But we only ask you for $2. Do you know what costs $2? Fucking McChicken.
Yeah,
from fucking McDonald's.
So good, man. It's good.
Yeah.
I just received an SMS. Is it a scam?
Do you know who should not be scammed?
Who?
The poor Bentley driver who did not cause road rage.
Oh yeah.
The poor guy was being
Wait, let me correct you first. McChicken now $2.50.
They up price already.
Yeah.
Achiba.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, shit. They used to be $2, dude. When you add cheese, it's $2.50.
Yeah.
Now it's $2.50.
Like this sounds like a scam. Your latest bill for Singtel is ready for viewing. Total charge is negative $69.38. Negative. They owe me $69. My God. Okay, so fantastic.
Who uses SMS now? Jesus fucking Christ. You know, fuck those people who click on the links in the SMS. They deserve to be fucking scammed. I'm going to put it out there.
So
fucking Josiah Singh for the lots of lobang. Who click on fucking links from SMS?
So much anger.
No one clicks on links from SMS.
It's the same kind of angers we have.
But all the banks use SMS.
Yeah, fuck them.
You
I
know,
never
but-
click on any links.
But it's the same kind of anger we have.
I
from
received
the
so many
person-
links from like NTUC saying, "Hey, you have $2," which I did sign on to be an NTUC member, but I didn't click
This
on it.
this same kind of unjustified anger is
Yeah.
what got the owner of this car shop.
Yeah. Hey,
Car-
fuck you.
so-
Anyone who's listening who's been scammed by OCBC, fuck you for clicking on the fucking SMS links.
Unjustified
You
anger
deserve it.
that
Hey.
got that got an unreasonable doxing for this one owner of a rental company. If I think one. Because so the Bentley driver, the one we all saw for red swastika secondary school or something. There was a viral video of him of this 60-year-old guy driving a Bentley, nudging into a security guard,
Yes.
pushing him in just driving into the guy. He's a fucker. So that went online. People were angry. It's like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? So like most online citizens would be keen to do, they dox him. They tried to dox him. So they took pictures and then they linked him to this one unfortunate fella who owns a rental company, a car rental company, if I'm not wrong. Second-hand one. Yeah, I don't know what he did.
What the fuck did you?
Yeah, so a car
I
rental.
was trying to be a good Samaritan.
Yeah. It was misplaced.
Dude, this looks like fucking orange, like fucking iced lemon tea.
6%, higher than one.
I'm sorry, Sean.
mean-
How do you do this?
It's okay lah. Just stung lah later half.
Okay,
You have to do
I
that one.
apologize.
No, it's okay.
I
I
apologize.
just wanted to try that one. It's okay.
I'm also caught up in my
Don't make me-
OCBC rant.
Your SMS.
No, that's
Your
why
SMS rant.
people were so angry about this guy driving into the security guard. They were so enthusiastic about
Yeah.
finding. So they found a guy. They put his
Wait, have you said that how the security guard stood in front of the
Yeah,
fella
he
and the
stood-
person still
yeah,
accelerated?
accelerated. No,
causing
nudged,
the-
not
nudge.
nudged.
Yeah, he nudged and
Nudged.
the.
Because if he accelerated, the security guard would be dead already.
Yeah.
And then that guy would be in a lot
I
more
mean, that's a
trouble.
bit of an asshole move.
Yes,
lah. I
super
mean, it's a bit of an
asshole.
move.
That's why I don't blame them for wanting to find a guy. However, they found the wrong guy. So they posted his picture up, and when I saw the picture, I think most people looked at it and said, like, that doesn't look very much like the guy.
Yeah,
But more other people like, let's fuck him up anyways.
let's fuck him up anyway.
This guy's company got 1-star ratings.
Wow.
All
And
within
it's
a
innocent.
span. All one.
And it's innocent.
So I'm not sure if I got the same guy because this one was like new or something else. But there's another article that came again that this other guy came out and said like, "Hey, I'm not that guy."
Right.
I think it's Think One. This guy runs Think One or something. So he got unjustifiably doxed, and people
Yeah.
started attacking his.
No, I actually watched the original video
Yeah.
of the incident, right?
Mm.
And I was like, what is the guy trying to do?
Yeah, I
He
don't know
wanted
why.
to enter the
I
school.
don't know.
Okay, so there
Yeah.
was a queue of cars
Yeah.
that were waiting to enter the school to pick up the kids.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and from what it seemed like the time was not there yet. So the gates were not open for anyone to enter yet.
Right.
So this Bentley just bypassed all the cars who were queued up.
Right.
So it either could be it was not the time, or he just the driver just wanted to bypass the queue lah.
Yeah.
He wanted to just go right to the front. So the people who were the security guards or the people who were marshalling the traffic
Yeah.
stood in front of the car and said that you can't enter.
Yeah.
There are people queuing up here. What are you doing? You cannot enter. And the guys came out. There was a lady in the passenger seat who came out and shouted at the
Took
security guys.
pictures.
Yeah.
Took pictures with the phone and everything.
Probably called
and
them
then
Nazis.
got back into the car and started nudging forward.
Yeah.
Could it be that the driver of the car used to serve in World War II and he thought that he was saving kids from the Third Reich? Because he saw the name of the school was swastika.
yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I need to save these Jewish
Or he
kids.
wanted to go to the top and say sick higher.
It could be both.
Could be both.
I mean, everything here was the SMP 19J. That's
Okay,
the,
so when the video came out,
Yeah.
fucking Singaporeans who had some vested interest in this shit actually went to One Motoring's website, the One Motoring website, and they actually like plugged in the number that they saw
Right.
from the video,
Right.
and then they were like, "Hey, this number plate does not exist."
Oh shit.
Right?
Okay.
So the articles that came out subsequently were like, netizens have gone on like an investigative spree and they couldn't find an actual car that is registered to this number.
Okay.
So people might have plugged in the wrong number lah.
Right.
Which is very, very plausible. And they were like, oh, this registration plate does not even exist.
Not in the registration plate. When it first came out, right, and this guy Neo came out, and then I saw this is the Bentley driver. You can see his face.
Yeah.
You can roughly see his face.
He looks like a dickhead.
Yeah,
though.
it's quite blur,
Yeah.
right? And now I give you the
guy who was doxxed.
the guy that was doxxed, which is right beside.
Okay, the actual Bentley driver looks like a fucking driver. The guy who was doxxed looks like he's a CEO of a MNC.
Yeah.
Like, this guy would not be driving a Bentley. This guy would be sitting in the back seat telling the driver to, hey, drive forward, stop here. You know, let me get my bakute from this store while you wait in the seat like a good dog.
And he
No,
could be
you
selling-
go out, you park the car, you go out and collect it like the good dog you are.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, this shows fucking Singaporeans lah. Someone cuts in front of you. If you're waiting to fetch your kids from school, right? And then someone cuts in line from you. And you've been waiting for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And everyone just sat there and did nothing. While the guy was having, the driver, the errand driver was having a row with the security officers. I mean, come on. Wouldn't the car right in front of him, the driver would step out and say, hey, fuck off. You know, get to the back of the line, like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of them did it. In the video, none of them did it. Everyone just quietly sat in the cars, took out their phones. Hey, got action now.
Yeah.
Hey, wow, happening eh.
Don't get
Hey,
involved.
got fight got fight
Don't get involved.
video
Hey, take video put
Don't
on
get
Storm
involved. Don't get
send to mothership
Yeah, then maybe people will falsely accuse someone else for it.
No
'Cause
one wants
that
to
guy-
do anything. No one wants to say anything. Fucking hell.
What was done was online. Everyone gave this car rental thing all 1 star.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Everyone online is a hero. It's a Spartan
Yeah, yeah,
warrior.
yeah,
you know.
for
In
me.
real life, people are like, hey, no lah, let's not create
Now
trouble lah.
it-
All
Take out
these
your
fucking
phone.
Julian Assanges.
Yeah, exactly. Just want to dox people.
Imagine
Not do real shit.
imagine how they feel now.
Yeah.
You know what they
And
feel
Julian
now?
Assange is waiting for extradition. The fella is supposed to be saved, and these cunts are just fucking doxing people left, right, center.
Exactly.
Yeah. Imagine how they feel now. That they falsely doxed
Hopefully
someone.
bad.
Hopefully bad, or like, sorry lah, never mind, I take back my one.
So wait, so who's the guy that's been falsely doxed?
No, see the thing, the guy that was falsely doxed is the owner of this rental company. I think it's Think One or something else.
Right.
No something. He said his business has been affected. His kids are like wondering, oh, my father doesn't even do this kind of thing. What's going on? And the worst part
Does he
is,
even drive a Bentley?
no, the worst part is the 61-year-old driver of that car has already been arrested.
Oh, because of this incident.
Yeah, and that's
I
why
see.
he's sending his thing is like, look, I'm here.
I'm still outside. I'm free.
outside.
Yeah, I'm
This
a free
guy is
man.
being it's like, you have gotten the wrong guy. Please stop my business. And then how the fuck did they get him in the first place? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy who drove the Bentley was renting it from where he was.
Wait, who's the guy that drove the Bentley? The actual
Don't know.
criminal?
They just said he was arrested.
But
That's
did he own the car?
61-year-old guy.
Did he own the car or is he a driver?
Nah,
Don't know.
They didn't
No,
bought-
no
they
idea.
didn't bought-
Don't know.
It could have been a rented car.
Right.
The lady could
Hey,
be
but-
the lady could be the wife,
Yeah.
and that one
I-
could be the driver.
we-
Like you said,
we
chauffeur,
need-
wife.
Yeah, we need to know all
To be
this.
totally
yeah.
honest,
Go ahead.
you should, you guys should watch some videos of supercars in Singapore.
Right.
Okay, so there's one really popular YouTube channel, which I should not name right now. We'll link it amongst ourselves lah.
Okay.
You guys should go and watch
Is it not legal
Uh,
to share?
No, it is, but it's a local fella and it's a young boy, so let's not.
Okay. Let's not bring him out into the spotlight, lah.
Yeah lah.
Okay.
Right,
Got
but he's quite popular and he's quite big.
Okay.
The YouTube channel is quite big, and they go on car spotting expeditions and all. They are at Millennia Walk, Linky Avenue, where all the car dealerships are and everything.
Right.
And if you actually see, who are these people who own all these supercars?
Right.
Middle-aged man.
Middle-aged men, yeah, but most of the men look like that 61-year-old Bentley driver,
Right, but okay.
right? So it's
Would you all not
you
say?
can never judge
Would you all not say that to be fair?
because a Tauge seller might
Yeah.
be driving an S class.
Oh no, I understand that. Is he? So here's the thing: is he on the orders of a boss to pick up his son, and therefore?
But there
he's
was someone in the
under-
front seat.
there's someone in the front seat.
So I reckon that person was the owner of the car.
so the
because
lady
if-
is the owner of the car.
No.
More
If she was the owner of the car, she would be in the back seat.
Right. Oh, okay. Sorry. So he
And if he was the driver.
the driver
So
should
I
be the
think
owner of the car.
The driver and the lady, they were there to pick up maybe grandchild, whatever.
Maybe grandchild, maybe son, and they were being a dick about it. They were cutting lines. I say identify them, identify the kid, and have the kid be bullied in school. Have the
Yeah.
kid have his
Sean,
fucking
can
boxes.
you just look up Red Swastika School?
Yes.
I did.
Find every kid in the name.
No.
Find
Is there a description for the school?
Yes.
The school is the website name is schoola,
Okay.
schlah.com. Red Swastika School. Overall rating 5 3/4 stars. Popular primary 1.
5 3/4 upon?
Upon 6.
0.5.
5 3/4 upon
See,
5.
I said 3/4 because you see a bit of the stars not shaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4.6 apparently. 4.6.
So it's 4 3/4.
What's the guy's last name?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 4 and 3.
What's the guy's last name?
Hey, it's the first school best for scouts.
Right.
It's number 1 in scouts. Number 1 in Chinese orchestra.
Wait, why are we finding out about the school?
Wait.
Oh, you have. Okay. Go
Number
ahead.
9 for 10-pin bowling. Number 17 for table tennis. 17 for ensemble. 19 for dance. 24 for track and field. 27 badminton. 28 for orchestra. 49. I wonder where's the one for baking? Home economics.
Chinese calligraphy. Check Chinese calligraphy.
Chinese
dance?
74
74.
out of 186.
Wow.
Okay.
Not
So I'm actually surprised that people have not come out and said that this incident was a Chinese privilege incident.
Ah. Could be. Because it's most likely it's Chinese dominated, right?
Fucking with a name like Red Swastika.
Right, yeah. It could be Chinese or it could be.
Do you think Nurul? Do you think Nurul would be at this school?
Probably not. Yeah.
Do you think Saravanan would be at this school?
I think a person with a first name of Adolf might be in this school.
No, but for that the swastika has to be tilted.
Tilted to one side. Yeah.
But Adolf is a good German name, which was tarnished by
one guy.
Herr Hitler.
Yeah, by one guy.
You sure?
No, he's holding the flag this way.
He's holding the flag the other way.
Yeah.
What is this image that you show us, Sean?
The founder of it.
Hey, actually,
He might be a good man.
he might be a good man. He looks like a good man.
Sorry,
he looks like
sorry.
a good Chinese man.
He's a society member. He's not the founder. That's why he's holding the flag the wrong way.
Yeah, he might be against Jewish banking.
No, the
But-
thing is that they were part of this horror.
Do we
horrific-
know the last name of the driver, of the
Yeah.
guy who drove the car?
Chibai. No, I don't know.
No, it's not being out. It's not being released.
It's not.
We should find his last name and then cross-check with all the
See,
students in the school
That's the
who
thing.
has that same last name,
Yeah.
and then we should dox the kid and make sure the kid gets bullied for life. The kid should pay for the sins of the parents. If your parents is a cunt, you should be bullied for life.
Wow.
That is the Lords of Lobang way.
That is Josiah's loss of Lobang way.
The kid should go
Holy
to
crap.
should visit the bathroom
So
wearing a stab-proof vest
we all
because
know,
he doesn't want to be shanked.
we all know now that Josiah's principle for life is yes, you do suffer for the sins of the father. You know?
Yeah,
The sins of the father is your sin as well.
yeah. If you come from a cunt family, most likely you're gonna grow up to be a cunt.
Well, not everybody's a
Yeah.
cunt.
So let's fuck up the cunt now when he's still young.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. Let the kid watch his shoulders every time he takes a piss in the urinal.
No, I heard this sort of an argument last time.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go back in time. When did I hear this argument? This must have been 2006.
You don't even know the year.
Wow, okay.
I heard this argument, right? From a guy that was from our fucking polytechnic. Right? We were all post hockey training, majority of us were having Maggie Goreng.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And then the conversation went into like, what can't you tolerate? And the guy just said, people with AIDS should just be killed.
Amen.
And then, like all of us were like, what the fuck is happening here? And then he was like, I'll explain myself.
Yeah.
If you have a fucking basket of apples,
Yeah.
and if one apple is rotten,
Yeah.
do you throw away the rotten apple or do you get rid of the entire basket of apples?
You burn the rotten apple.
Yeah. So he was like,
Yeah.
you get rid of that rotten apple.
Yeah. And the same sentiment is shared in COVID. If you test positive for COVID, you die. That's how we get rid of COVID. And we can all
Yeah.
return to normal.
I'm free to ask where is
And
this guy
if
now?
and if you kill
I don't know.
if we do a test now and everyone who gets COVID gets shot in the head, and then if anyone else tests positive after that, we know it's a scam. Because COVID doesn't exist after everyone has been killed of COVID.
Yeah.
That's the perfect way.
So
I don't know where this guy's
So his
now,
no,
but
no,
he
no, but-
doesn't eat pork.
but say it again. If your entire basket, if you have one rotten apple, you just throw away the rotten apple. You don't throw away the entire basket, right?
That was his argument.
That
Like a
was his
logical
argument.
person, yeah.
Did anyone say that? Why was that rotten apple there in the first place?
Force of nature.
No, he was equating it to society.
Yeah.
The basket was society,
The basket was
and all the
society.
apples were individuals who
Oh, is
make
it?
up society. That was his. That was how he
That
was.
was his baseline thing.
Baseline, yeah.
He didn't care where the apples came from, what led to. How come if all the apples came from the same place, why was one of them rotten? What happened in that
He was
person?
not even worried whether equating AIDS to rotten apples was even
He didn't care about that. lah.
was even applicable.
Yeah,
Right.
because he didn't. He said it like something like, no, it's just like the apple chose to rot. You know, he just like
Yeah.
of all the apples out there, right? This apple chose to rot.
Yeah.
This apple of all the cross, whatever happened, just chose to rot and just get rid of that. Oh,
I think it's the same kind of mentality, lah.
Yeah.
Hey, this fella might be the fella who drove the Bentley. Dox him.
fucking you see,
Yeah.
and you see how
true.
dangerous that is.
Yeah. You know
They
what?
could have gotten the
I-
wrong
I
person,
think the best-
ruin his life, and all of it, once all is washed over, what kind of responsibility do they all have? Nothing.
Nothing.
I
So
think, oh, sorry.
Oops.
My bad.
sorry.
You know what's the best form of justice? That the guy driving the Bentley run over his kid while he's sending him to school.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like he's trying to reverse out of his garage. His kids come, carries his bag. He's like, "Hey, Daddy, I'm about to go to school." And then he dashes across from the back.
So-
He didn't see him. He just runs him over.
So you're saying karma, lah?
And I think that's the best thing.
That's just-
Then he wouldn't have to send the kid to school anymore. He wouldn't get like upset because he has to queue up outside a red swastika. I think that's
And most
justice,
likely because of all of that, he will kill himself.
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoots his wife in the head first and then hang himself.
And
But
so,
he won't get
so-
access to a gun lah in
so
Singapore.
so that's
but
that's-
but before all of
No.
that, we need
yeah,
He
because
takes a BB gun, shoots her both in the eyeball, and then
a
cuts her
BB
throat.
gun. Where is he gonna get a BB gun
because
From
because
JB.
because his method
Malaysia.
his method is that the rotten apple will take care of itself.
Josie
Yeah.
tends to forget that he never handled a weapon before.
Hey, when I was young, we had BB guns, dude. I had BB gun when we were playing BB guns when we were young. Yeah. And we have air rifles in secondary school. He should break into Red Swastika, go into the air rifle range if they have air rifle. I'm
Don't
not
have.
sure.
They only got Chinese calligraphy only.
Oh, get a fucking thing
No,
they
but-
used to paint with and
but
then
you-
stab his
You
wife
do
in the eye.
realize this guy isn't
Yeah.
a masochist. He doesn't
He
like
drives a
pain.
Bentley. That means he is successful to a certain extent lah.
He should run over his kid, close his garage, put the tube into the exhaust pipe, and then smoke up the whole garage while his wife lay unconscious and he falls asleep on a sleeping bag. That's the way his family should end, and his lineage should end. Should we? Should we end this episode?
To summarize,
Let me give verbal limb waving first.
verbally, but to summarize, if you were to do the things you saw in this video, you should end your lineage
Yes.
through carbon monoxide.
No, run
Poisoning.
over your kid first. Make him into a human spaghetti.
Human spaghetti.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
then
end
stab your
lin-
wife in the eye with the Chinese calligraphy fucking paintbrush.
paintbrush.
And then as she's bleeding out, you close the garage door so that your neighbors can't see what a asshole you are.
Yeah.
on your car engine, turn on your car engine,
Yeah.
let the gas fill up the room,
Yeah,
and then
because-
you
because
just
since-
roll out your sleeping bag and fall asleep.
Because
in
since
the-
you
in the
took
garage.
away her sense of sight,
Yeah.
her sense of smell would increase,
she
or
can't find the door. She can't find the
so she
escape
can't
path.
escape.
She's gonna just wander
so
around
all
like
she's
a zombie.
crying is,
yeah.
"Oh my god, I'm blind! I can't
I'm blind.
see."
I can't
Wha-
see. Help me, honey.
Oh, then she
And then you
falls.
just ignore. Yeah, and then she slowly like crumples down into.
I would have offered
ground
things
and-
since the
yeah.
wife was it's like, you're already gonna poison everyone. Just wait for her to fall asleep, then just close
No,
everything.
she gotta suffer. Dude.
Oh,
You gotta
she's
suffer. Yeah.
got to
Bring some
suffer.
suffering to life. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Everyone pray that Josiah never becomes a vigilante, because he'll be worse than the Punisher. he
no,
would be
this
like-
is God's will. This
And-
is God's will.
Is that gonna be
Yeah.
your
God's
your-
judgment.
Is that gonna be your superhero name?
Yeah, God's judgment.
And he's
Fear
saying,
me,
He's
I'm God's
saying
will.
all these things, right?
Yes.
From a studio that is blessed, or is assumed to be blessed by the gods.
Why do you think his superhero's name is gonna be like racially, faithfully inspired? God's will.
God's
Like
will.
it's not the Punisher. It's just God's will.
Yeah, but the moment we drank the liquid of the earth,
Yeah.
yeah, we are cleansed from God's will.
We
stand alone.
We
Yeah.
sound a consent form.
You sign a consent form. Yeah,
If you listen to this, you also sign.
yeah.
And on that note,
Yes.
catch us next week for more delusional babble.